Alright guys, we're over here at the potato patch. As you can see, we've got our Irish potatoes are coming up. They're looking pretty good. We had to go back and actually do some replanting. The potatoes that we had before, that was, we showed you the video on, a lot of those weren't coming up like we wanted them to, so we went ahead and purchased more potatoes and come back and filled in the spots with other potatoes. And it looks like they're doing pretty fair. We can jump over to the other row and show you some of the nice plants. Now it's amazing. Some of the potatoes did great. This is one of the first ones we planted from the ones that had the potatoes growing out of the potato. As you can look and see, it done great. But then there are those that just didn't do anything. I can show you, for instance, here. Here's one here. It just didn't do anything. It was just ended up being little knots in the ground. It's trying to grow potatoes, but it just didn't have a plant come on top of it. And the ones that did come up, we noticed is completely different than the ones that are store-bought, and that's what's got us wondering what's going on with the potatoes. Because this plant right here, this is a potato that we planted from the first ones. It is a completely different looking plant than the mother plant was when I planted it last year, and it doesn't look like the potatoes this year does. Here's another little one coming up right here. They're late coming up. They have a completely different leaf system on them. They look different. Here, this is the leaves on one of the ones that's store-bought. Now it's making us wonder, the potatoes almost look like they were some sort of a, just being honest with you, it looks like they're a hybrid. And what's coming back from the original potatoes that I planted, that I saved over the winter, almost looks like a weed, but it's an actual potato. And it's got me concerned about the potatoes that we're buying, our seed potatoes. It's got me concerned that we're not getting told the truth about what we get from the stores. Completely different leaf system than this one. This one here was planted 3 weeks ago. This one here was planted over a month and a half ago. So I'm wondering what's going on with the potatoes. Now here's another one right here. I can show you here. This is one that I saved and replanted. It's like it's reverting back to what the original potatoes were. This in here is a store-bought one I put in a couple of weeks ago. Looks completely different. It's almost like it's some sort of super hybrid or something that they're selling us. And these were supposedly the red Lesotas and the red Pontiacs. It's got me wondering, like I said, what's up with the potatoes. The potatoes I was just showing you, some of those are 3 and 4 weeks older than these, and they're only 2 inches high coming out of the ground. So I'm afraid there's something going on with the seed potatoes we're buying, because they're reverting back to some original plant. And let's look over here and see what else is going on. We have sugar cane here. As you can see, all this sugar cane here. And we have Wanda. She's pulling weeds this morning. She likes to take weeds and feed them to the rabbits and chickens out of the garden. And sugar cane is one of those kind of crops you can't hardly hoe it. And they're not that hard to pull because the ground's been freshly plowed and it rained yesterday. So I know I've had a lot of people tell me I planted it too close together. I know from experience on my own farm here. I've planted sugar cane here for 20-something years. And I know that this particular spacing is what I have to have here. Now I'm sitting here looking at what I've got laying right here. This is a big old chip from an arrowhead where they were making arrowheads. Look at how big
that's awesome.
It almost looks like an arrowhead itself, the way it's shaped, but it's not. It's just a big chip off of one. We're always finding stuff like this in the gardens. Okay guys, we're going to leave you with a look over the field and show you what we got going on. This is our potato patch. We've got 7 100-foot rows of Irish potatoes here. Hoping that that'll give us enough this year to make it through the year and have some for next year. And we're going to try again next year to see if these seed potatoes screw up on us. Another look at the sugar cane. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of sugar cane here. So plus we have 4 or 5 more rows in another spot. So hopefully we're going to be able to have enough sugar cane. Everything out here has leafed out. It's just amazing to me. When spring came this year, it came overnight. You look down through the woods and it's almost time for me to do the journey through the woods. And those of you who have questions about our new garden, this is our new one right here. We don't have much coming up yet. We have our few tomato plants in the distance down there. These are Creole tomatoes. You can see a part of a row of them. Our green beans have not come up yet. There it is right there. Right there. 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 They're actually, the row is starting to come up with cucumbers.
I'm always amazed at spider webs. I just think they're beautiful. This is our peach tree on the hill. I want you to look. It's starting to bloom out. You can see all the blooms coming out everywhere. But look at this. We already have some little peaches. There's quite a few there, but this is just crazy. These bloomed several weeks ago and we already have peaches on the tree. And now it's blooming again. Isn't that crazy? I thought I would show y'all what our English peas are looking like. Once we put this fence up, you see the shorter ones are starting to come out. And look, we have blooms and small peas already. Isn't this awesome? So, the fence kept the bunnies out. Look at that. They are doing so well. Just what we wanted, climbing the fence in the middle. And the ones that were eaten off, starting to come back out. This is our Stowell Evergreen sweet corn. The cold turned it a little yellow, but as you can see, look at that. It's up. Looking really, really good. The green has come back out after we hoed it. It looks awesome. But I see the mole crickets have been back. This is what we're looking at with mole crickets. You see? They've tunneled all around that. That's not where we hoed, guys. The mole crickets. Okay, here is our elephant garlic with our tomatoes that he planted in here. The collards are doing great. The onions. See, the tomatoes are still living that he planted in between. The potatoes, these are the fingerlings. Those rows are coming up, but they're real sporadic. But I'm going to show you. He planted at the same time. These, he kind of made a trench and planted the potatoes so he could hoe up to them. And they're being sporadic, but they're coming up. There's a lot of little ones out there. But look at this down here. And there's my beautiful, beautiful passion flowers everywhere. They're coming up everywhere. You can see the passion flower. Okay, this little row here, this is fingerlings also. almost a perfect stand there, and they're like a foot high. He planted these on a little hill, and they are looking great. The lemongrass didn't get chopped and dropped this year, but it's coming back out. It'll always come out, but we do like to chop it and get all the dead out, and it just hasn't happened yet. This is one section of our hugel culture, our hugel bed. As you can see, it goes this way with some asparagus on the ends. It goes this way with passion flower and onions and stuff on that end, and lots of weeds. But look at these weeds. Isn't this gorgeous? This is such a huge variety of tiny weeds and flowers. I just can't bring myself to pull them until after they bloom.
We're planting our eggplants. These are the ones we got in the homesteading box. We've got them up and got them going. It's time for them to go in the garden. This is our new ground. So we're going to try them over here. Okay, these are old olive oil jugs. We cut the tops and the bottoms off of them. They make perfect little tents for this kind of stuff. We can take them off once a plant gets to be real big, and it's like nothing's going to mess with it. This is just to protect it while it's little.
Okay, this morning you can see, Danny showed you a while ago what the sky was looking like. It's only about 8:30. We've already plowed, he's already planted, and I've got weeds. I've been pulling weeds. The chickens, the rabbits are going to love this.
What are you doing here?
My happy chickens, all the weeds that we brought them. They are really enjoying those weeds. Isn't that cute? They're all learning to eat. Except one that's being nosy, a little blackies over on the corner hiding. And this mama has 8. They're learning to eat. They're about 3 or 4 days younger than the others. They're eating real well.